evening and welcome to the campus of Leesville Road High School here in Raleigh, North Carolina. You are tuned in to this week's High School OT feature broadcast presented by Alpaca Peruvian Chicken. Few conferences in the eastern half of the state are as decorated as the Cap 8 Conference, and tonight we're 32 minutes away from crowning its next league champion as the Broughton Capitals pay visit to the Pride this evening. Evan Moesta here alongside Chris Batts, bringing you tonight's boys basketball action. There have been some legendary battles between these two programs over the last 3 decades. Tonight is no different, as one will add a regular season conference championship to its name with a victory. Entering tonight's game, there you see on your screen the Cap 8 conference standings. With an 11-2 record at the moment, 6 of the league's 8 teams are slated to qualify for the postseason. When we come back, starting lineups and tip-off here from Leesville Road. You're watching High School OT's Game of the Week, presented by Alpaca Peruvian Chicken.
Are you craving chicken? Download the Alpaca Peruvian Chicken app to gain access to exclusive offers and earn rewards by eating the food that you love. New members who sign up will receive a free entree. Again, that's the Alpaca Peruvian Chicken app. Taste their legendary flavor and homemade pride at 18 locations across the Triangle, Fayetteville, Mebane, Wilmington, Sanford, and now Wilson. You can visit them online at alpacachicken.com and catch the Alpaca Chicken Game of the Week on HighSchoolOT.com.
Get the Triangle Sports Leader anytime, anywhere with the new app from 99.9 The Fan. If it's live on The Fan, you can listen on the app. Plus, all your favorite podcasts at your fingertips. Download the 99.9 The Fan app today.
Raising kids is a roller coaster. Sometimes you laugh, sometimes you cry. But most times you wonder how your kid turned out so well. That's how. You did the hard work, made the right decisions, like talking about alcohol before it could be a problem. Go to talkitoutnc.org. Get resources on how to talk about underage drinking. So Mom, Dad, keep up the good work. It's worth it. Talk early. Talk often. Talk it out, NC.
Alpaca Peruvian Chicken is great at office lunches, team lunches, tailgating, and football games. Place your next catering order at Alpaca so you and your friends can enjoy the best rotisserie chicken in the area. Taste their legendary flavor and homemade pride at 18 locations across the Triangle, Fayetteville, Mebane, Wilmington, Sanford, and now Wilson. Alpaca Peruvian Chicken, home of North Carolina's favorite chicken and a proud supporter of high school OT and teams across the state.
Get the Triangle Sports Leader anytime, anywhere with the new app from 99.9 The Fan. If it's live on The Fan, you can listen on the app. Plus, all your favorite podcasts at your fingertips. Download the 99.9 The Fan app today.
Your child pours their heart and soul into their dreams.
You're so ready for this.
But underage drinking can stop a young mind and body from performing at its best.
Okay, everyone, it's time.
We're ready.
Make sure your star keeps shining. Start the conversation about the dangers of alcohol with tips at talkitoutnc.org.
We're back here on the campus of Leesville Road High School. You are tuned into the High School OT feature broadcast tonight, presented by Alpaca Peruvian Chicken. It's the Broughton Capitals and the Leesville Road Pride. Your starters tonight for the Broughton Capitals, it's going to be Hudson Fitzgerald alongside Braden Tuttle, Austin Youngs, Rocco Sampson, and Jordan Page. We'll get more into Page later in this one. And for the Leesville Road Pride, who come into this one 19-4 overall this season, this is the best regular season that the Pride have had in Russ Frazier's 13 seasons on the sideline at Leesville Road. They're going to start Devin Goldston, Nylan Rush, Ryan Finnerty, Jaden Hester, and Jayon Fawcett. Leesville Road, of course, took the first meeting between these two teams back in January. It was a rather lopsided game for Leesville Road, a 20-point victory over the Broughton Capitals last time they squared off. but you got to put all the records aside when these two teams get together, especially on a stage like this with conference championship, aspirations, the conference champion title on the line tonight. The last 34 times that these two teams have met, the series has been 17-17. So pretty even there across the board with these two programs. As we get ready here for tip-off, it's going to be Broughton moving from left to right on your screen. They're in their road black uniforms with the purple numerals and the gold trim. Again, it's Fitzgerald, Page, Tuttle, Youngs, and Hatem out there. Leesville Road in their home whites. They have the green numerals in the navy trim. They're operating from right to left. It's going to be Jayon Fawcett jumping things off with Jordan Page as we prepare for this high school OT feature broadcast. It's the final one of the regular season here on High School OT, presented by Alpaca Peruvian Chicken. There you get a first look at Broughton's offense and Austin Young's. Hudson Fitzgerald fouled 12 seconds into this one. I'm going to say the foul's against Fawcett. It was Finnerty with the pressure on the ball there. As Youngs, the sophomore, gets it into Page, who's guarded one-on-one by Nyland Rush. Now in the corner, Hudson Fitzgerald, that one off the back iron into the hands of Page. Now Young will try a three and bury. Austin Youngs connects from the right wing. It's 3-0 Broughton. 30 seconds into this one, that's something the Capitals can do oh so well, is hit the long ball. Now Goldston. Page trying to force him to his left. Here's Rush. Guarded closely by Tuttle. Goldston off a ball screen, blitzing it is Hatem. Now a between the legs dribble for Goldston. Puts it up, rolls it in. Devin Goldston, the Wake Forest University football recruit, getting the pride on the board here a minute into this one. Young's the other way for Broughton. Trying this triple is Hatem. And it falls into the hands of Fawcett. Again, Leesville Road and Broughton here as Finnerty thought about a three. He's one of the leading three-point shooters for this Leesville Road team. Now it's Nyland Rush, straight away to the elbow. Tosses this one up with the left hand. Goldston jostles for the rebound. Instead, it's Fitzgerald in transition. Tuttle to the corner, Youngs. He buries a second one. 6 straight to start for Austin Youngs. 6-2 Broughton. Rush over to Goldston. And now Finnerty. Poked away by Young. Page up in the grill of Goldston. This Broughton team playing really active hands on defense. Lots of physicality as Finnerty lets that one fly and it's out of bounds. It'll go the way of the Capitals. 5:49 here, first quarter. You're watching the High School OT Game of the Week, presented by Alpaca Peruvian Chicken. There's Jordan Page working on Hester, puts it up, draws the foul. Jordan Page, obviously the leading scorer for Broughton, the 5-star recruit, one of the top 10 players in the nation in the 2027 class, averaging over 20 a game this season. He's had a big week to this point. This is the third game of the week for Broughton, as Page's first shot off the mark. This Broughton team, since falling to Leesville Road back in January, has only dropped one game since. And they've put themselves in a place to contend for a conference title with an 11-1 record in league play. As Page gets the second to fall. Goldston now, step back triple, buries. It's a quick 5 for Goldston. Back to a 2-point game here, and a steal. Here's Rush. Outside Goldston, he'll try another. That one's offline, into the hands of Page. Trying to push in transition, and Finnerty fouls him. First on Finnerty, third on Leesville Road here, less than 3 minutes into this first quarter. It'll be Broughton with the 7-5 lead in the basketball. Youngs now operates past the time stripe. Now it's Fitzgerald at the top of your screen. Guarded by Goldston. Flips it over to Tuttle. Maneuvers past Fawcett to the rim. Loses the handle. Fawcett the rebound. Here comes Leesville Road. Finnerty. Between the legs dribble. Tried to go outside for Goldston. That ball is out of bounds. And it'll go to Broughton. We get Rocco Sampson into the game now for Broughton. 3 substitutions for the Pride. Ethan Ingleson, Brody Payton, and Austin Moy in for the first time tonight. .444 left in this first quarter. I'd like to thank our partners at Alpaca Peruvian Chicken. Visit alpacachicken.com. Find one of their 19 locations across North Carolina. Experience their legendary flavor and their hometown pride. It's alpacachicken.com. Austin Youngs can't get that one, carrying it to the rim. Rebound comes down to Brody Payton, hits the hardwood hard, and they're going to call him for a travel. So the off-balance shot by Youngs falls into the hands of Payton, but it's back to Broughton. From the left wing, deep 3, Tuttle, no good. Goldston the rebound. Goldston now ahead to Rush. Rush is Leesville Road's leading scorer this season, over 20 points a game. Now Ingleson, over to Goldston. He has all 5 for the Pride. Shot fake, floater off the window and in. Make it all 7 for Goldston. He's been the hot hand so far. We're knotted up here halfway through the first. 3:55 left here. 7-7 in this regular season finale. Tuttle. Stolen away by Rush. And he'll take flight for the lead. An exclamation mark for Nyland Rush's first basket of the night. Leesville Road has its first lead, 9-7. Sampson now to the high post Page. Double team, chucks one up and in. A long fadeaway 2 by Jordan Page from a tough angle. And we're back even at 9. Few players in the state can hit that shot. One in the Broughton black is one of them. Now in the corner, Goldston. As Broughton, or as Leesville tries to ride the hot hand here, and a foul on the floor. They're going to say this one is against Sampson. Sampson's first against the Capitals. Three minutes left here, first quarter. 9-9 your score. Goldston up top. Shot fake into the lane, right hand floater, no good. Second chance, rolls it in. Goldston follows his miss. 11-9 Pride. Now it's the freshman John Bowen to the corner, Youngs, back up top Bowen. He has an open look, can't get it to go. Loose ball fought for, pulled away by Page. Fitzgerald tried to get it to the rim, lost the handle, rushed to the other way. He'll hit the brakes, work on Sampson. Back dribble to Goldston. Fires it up over Fitzgerald, no good. Second chance won't go for Moy. And Broughton is off to the races. Fitzgerald, tough angle, can't put it up. Page fights for it, but it's off his hands, and it'll be Leesville Road basketball. Good job by Ethan Ingleson there, getting back after the turnover. It forced Fitzgerald into a tough contested layup there at the rim, and he couldn't get it to fall. And Leesville Road will get the ball back here. 2:10 remaining in the opening quarter. 11-9 Pride. Nyland Rush now to the elbow for Moy. Stolen away by Youngs. He has Pages, the trailer, off the window and in. Austin Youngs has 8 points for Broughton tonight. And we're level at 11. Rush now, guarded, one-on-one. Sam Freeman into the game for Broughton. Ingleson up top, now to the wing, Goldston. Goldston to his left, hits the brakes. Tried to work around Sampson, couldn't get it to fall. The ball will stay with Leesville Road, but my goodness, Devin Goldston. That's the start you want if you're head coach Russ Frazier here with Leesville Road. One of your star seniors who had the option. He could have graduated early this year after the first semester, enrolled at Wake Forest University where he'll be playing college football on Saturdays. Instead, he's playing his senior year here for the Pride as Bowen fouls Ingleson. A little too much pressure there from Broughton. That's been the backbone of this Broughton defense. They're physical, they're active, they're smart. With 1:16 left here in the first, it'll be Leesville Road basketball. Goldston now to the sideline for a play call, guarded by Sampson. To the corner, Ingleson, now it's Rush. Guarded one-on-one by Freeman, tries to work off of him out of a ball screen. Moy to the rim, and he's fouled. That's 2 on Bowen. It'll send Austin Moy to the free throw line. 1 minute left here in the first quarter. But as I mentioned at the top of the broadcast, there have been some legendary Broughton and Leesville Road matchups over the years. I made note that it's 17-17 in their last 34 matchups with one another. That goes back almost 15 years, as Moy's first free throw can't go. But it's more than the last 15 years. It's more than the runs that these teams have made against one another. Prior to Leesville Road's January win over Broughton, the Capitals had won the last 5 meetings against the Pride. But even in some of Leesville Road's early years in the 90s, there were some epic battles, as in the corner, Caden Smith. Now it's Ingleson for 3. Eason Ingleson the triple. That gives Leesville Road a 4-point lead. Bowen spinning into the lane outside Sampson. 35 seconds left in the quarter. Youngs now in the corner for Freeman. Dances into the lane and draws the foul. That foul's going to go against Nyland Rush. .29 seconds left here in the opening frame. Chance for Sam Freeman to chip in to this 15-11 Leesville Road lead. But I mentioned the 90s. Last week was actually the 25-year anniversary of what many people who have watched and followed along with Raleigh High School basketball for years, many say is one of the best games, one of the most memorable games. It was Broughton-Leesville Road back in 2001. Played at Reynolds Coliseum in front of over 12,000. The Pride won that one 80-66 back then. But ever since then, these two teams have been going blow for blow against one another. 13 seconds left. We get a look at Goldston, who works past Page. Loose ball turnover, and it's going to be Broughton basketball with 7 seconds left in the opening quarter. Youngs now into the final 5 seconds. Tries to dribble around a double team. Page with 1 second left, chucks one up, won't go. That takes us to the end of the first quarter. Your score, Leesville Road 15, Broughton 11. We'll be back here on the High School OT Game of the Week.
Alpaca Peruvian Chicken is great at office lunches, team lunches, tailgating, and football games. Place your next catering order at Alpaca so you and your friends can enjoy the best rotisserie chicken in the area. Taste their legendary flavor and homemade pride at 18 locations across the Triangle, Fayetteville, Mebane, Wilmington, Sanford, and now Wilson. Alpaca Peruvian Chicken, home of North Carolina's favorite chicken and a proud supporter of high school OT and teams across the state.
Get the Triangle sports leader anytime, anywhere with the new app from 99.9 The Fan. If it's live on The Fan, you can listen on the app. Plus, all your favorite podcasts at your fingertips. Download the 99.9 The Fan app today.
Your child pours their heart and soul into their dreams.
You're so ready for this.
But underage drinking can stop a young mind and body from performing at its best.
Okay, everyone, it's time.
We're ready.
Make sure your star keeps shining. Start the conversation about the dangers of alcohol with tips at talkitoutnc.org.
Leesville Road High School, Russ Frazier and Leesville Road ahead of Broughton. 15-11 after one. Frazier's 13th season here with the Pride, over 220 victories. As the head coach here at Leesville Road, now also the athletic director, but a win tonight for Leesville Road pushes them to 20 wins this season. It'll be the fourth time under Frazier that the Pride passed that 20-win threshold. As there's Nyland Rush with the jumper off the mark. Rebound Fawcett. They fight for it inside. Rush once more down the baseline, puts it up, no good. Right now, Leesville Road working on its best regular season in Frazier's 13 years at Leesville. And right now they have a 15-11 lead in a game where the winner claims the regular season conference title in the Cap 8 conference. Jordan Page now. Corner three won't go. Fawcett the rebounds. Rush now pushing right to left. Down low, Jaden Hester off the window. And a timeout called by a timeout called by Broughton. We mentioned this game is for first place in the league. It's a good time to take a look at Broughton head coach Scott Wood. Broughton has not won a regular season conference title since 2018. Wood only in his second season with the Capitals. 30 wins, though, in those 2 years. Scott Wood, obviously one of the younger coaches in the county. The former NC State star, one of the more prolific three-point shooters for the Wolfpack in their program's history. And a ton of NC State ties on his bench as well, as Jordan Page mashes that one down. Jordan Page, 5 points now. It's back to a two-possession game, 17-13. Nyland Rush now. Met with pressure and he turns it over. Youngs with the steal, and here's Hayden. Tried to go corner Tuttle. What a play. Nyland Rush saves it in for Leesville Road. Here comes Goldston. Goldston was red hot in the opening quarter with 9. Finnerty now to the corner. Fawcett to Goldston. Elbow jumper, can't go. Front iron and into the hands of Hayden. Stolen back by Fawcett. Rush in the corner. They'll settle the offense down. Now Finnerty for three. Off the mark, Jordan Page with the rebound. Page around the back dribble to the rim. Tried to lay it up and in, and instead he draws the foul. That'll go against Jaden Hester, who is marked with his second foul of the night. It'll send Jordan Page to the line. Mentioned all those NC State ties, lots of Broughton ties on staff with Scott Wood as well. One of his lead assistants, his former teammate with the Wolfpack, Ralston Turner. Former NC State forward Ben McCauley, coaching the JV team. You've got former Broughton alums Chris Brickhouse and Stats Battle, who also played at NC State. As both go down for Page. And it's a 1-point game now. Page 3 of 4 at the free throw line. He has 7 points. 17-15, excuse me, the score here. A 2-point lead for Leesville Road as Goldston travels with, a double dribble there. That'll be Broughton ball. 5:43 second quarter. You're watching High School OT's feature broadcast presented by Alpaca Peruvian Chicken. I'd like to thank Alpaca Chicken for helping feed these teams tonight. Right down Hillsborough Street, there's an Alpaca, and they help feed Broughton before tonight's game, and you have Leesville Road dining on some Alpaca afterwards from our friends over at the Briar Creek location. 5:20 left here second. Up top, Rush. Picks up a play call and will try to take it to the rim. Right-hand dribble, now to the corner, falls set for three. Won't go. Hayden the rebound. That's Tuttle now. Tuttle to the rim. Lays it up and in. Braden Tuttle. Coast to coast for the bucket. We're back tied at 17. Tons of ties in this one. 17-17 now. After Leesville Road got up as much as 6. Finnerty tries to answer back, can't. Fawcett cleaning the glass, draws the foul. Jayon Fawcett, the offensive rebound off the miss. I'm going to say that foul is against Braden Tuttle. First shot up and good for Fawcett. We get Ethan Engelson back into the game for the Pride. He gave him some good minutes there late in the first, especially on the defensive side of the ball. Second shot up and rolls out. 18-17 Leesville here, 4.5 left in the second. Tuttle can't dial that one up. Rebound Rush, pressured by Broughton. Can Youngs keep it in? Yes, he can, and he puts it up and in. Great hustle play by Austin Youngs. Broughton rips the lead back to its side, 19-18. Rush now, guarded by Tuttle, to the free throw line and a foul on the floor. That one is also on Tuttle, his second. So 2 fouls on Tuttle, 2 on John Bowen. On the Leesville side, Jaden Hester has 2 to his name. Rocco Sampson back in for the Capitals. 4:07 to go here in the second. The inbounder's Ryan Finnerty. Goldston to Rush on the wing, now Finnerty straight away. Engelson, hands off Goldston, guarded by Page. Step back triple, buries. 12 for Goldston, he's the first player in double digits so far for the Pride, as Hayden can't answer on the other end, but Page gets the friendly roll. So hard to account for an athlete like Jordan Page, especially on that offensive glass. The stick back there ties us up at 21. Finnerty now, over to Goldston. The trap from Broughton. Goldston works around Fitzgerald. Tried to dart a pass over to Fawcett. It was at his feet, though, and out of bounds. 3:12 left here in the second quarter. It's been a good one so far. All tied up 21-21 between Leesville Road and Broughton. Hudson Fitzgerald now. Working around a little bit of pressure from the Pride. In the corner, it's Hayden. Sidestep, try to triple. Fitzgerald, second opportunity, puts it in. The initial stick-back opportunity for Fitzgerald was short, but he followed his miss and banked it back in off the glass for the lead, 23-21. Ingleson now. From the wing, Finnerty can't get that one to fall. Broughton has numbers. Fitzgerald will try the transition. Triple, he buries. Hudson Fitzgerald, and Broughton leads by 5. Five straight for Fitzgerald. That's all 5 that he's had tonight. They've been big ones, and it's broken a tie score. 7-0 run for Broughton, and Jordan Page swats that Goldston attempt out of bounds. We get Payton and Moy back in for Leesville Road. .205 in the second. Payton now to rush. Corner Ingleson. Can't get that 3 to fall. 3s have not been easy to come by for the Pride tonight. Page now. Stops and starts. Tried to go corner, saved by Payton. Leesville the other way. Goldston puts on the Jets, gets to the rim, draws the foul. That one on Hudson Fitzgerald. It'll send Goldston to the line. Goldston's been the leading scorer tonight. 12 points for the Pride. Chance to make this a one-possession game. 1:44 left in the half. First shot up and good. Caden Smith back in for Leesville Road. Second shot by Goldston, back iron, long rebound into the hands of Broughton. Fitzgerald met with pressure. Gets it across the time stripe to Hayden. Now it's Page, deep triple, front rim, and into the hands of Rush. Only 2 points for Nyland Rush so far in this one. Leesville trails by 4. Rush up top to Goldston. Working on Sampson. Now into the corner. Smith over to Rush. He eludes Page and buries the triple. Page was a little bit too aggressive defensively. Rush got past him and sank the 3. Other end, Hayden. Can he respond? Won't go. Goldston leaps above the trees, pulls it down, and he draws the foul. Another foul on Hudson Fitzgerald. Broughton now has 3 guys with multiple fouls so far in this one. But Goldston showing off that jump ball ability there, going up in the crowd and pulling down the defensive rebound off the 3-point miss. And now the Pride down by 1, has the basketball. With 55 seconds left, Freeman picking up Rush the length of the floor. Fawcett will set a ball screen. Now it's Rush with a little bit of space. He boogies with Freeman and banks it in. Nyland Rush, he has 6 in a row. And Leesville Road back ahead here, 28-26. Young's in the corner now. Over to Page, guarded by Ingleson. Page likes his matchup, gets into the rim, gets in the lane, tries to spin, can't put it up. Rush to the rebound with 15 seconds left. Leesville Road will hold for the last shot. Rush has picked up some momentum here late. 5 seconds left in the half. Long 3 won't go. Pulled down by Page. His shot from 3-quarter court. Off the backboard, and that will send us into the break. The score, Leesville Road 28, Broughton 26. This game has lived up to the hype so far. It's an exciting one. We'll take a quick break here. When we come back, we'll bring you second half action from Leesville Road. You're watching the High School OT Game of the Week, presented by Alpaca Peruvian Chicken.
Alpaca Peruvian Chicken is great at office lunches, team lunches, tailgating, and football games. Place your next catering order at Alpaca so you and your friends can enjoy the best rotisserie chicken in the area. Taste their legendary flavor and homemade pride at 18 locations across the Triangle, Fayetteville, Mebane, Wilmington, Sanford, and now Wilson. Alpaca Peruvian Chicken, home of North Carolina's favorite chicken and a proud supporter of high school OT and football teams across the state.
Get the Triangle sports leader anytime, anywhere with the new app from 99.9 The Fan. If it's live on The Fan, you can listen on the app. Plus, all your favorite podcasts at your fingertips. Download the 99.9 The Fan app today.
Your child pours their heart and soul into their dreams.
You're so ready for this.
But underage drinking can stop a young mind and body from performing at its best.
Okay, everyone, it's time.
We're ready.
Make sure your star keeps shining. Start the conversation about the dangers of alcohol with tips at talkitoutnc.org.
Are you craving chicken? Download the Alpaca Peruvian Chicken app to gain access to exclusive offers and earn rewards by eating the food that you love. New members who sign up will receive a free entree. Again, that's the Alpaca Peruvian Chicken app. Taste their legendary flavor and homemade pride at 18 locations across the Triangle, Fayetteville, Mebane, Wilmington, Sanford, and now Wilson. You can visit them online at alpacachicken.com and catch the Alpaca Chicken Game of the Week each Friday night on HighSchoolOT.com.
Get the Triangle sports leader anytime, anywhere with the new app from 99.9 The Fan. If it's live on The Fan, you can listen on the app. Plus, all your favorite podcasts at your fingertips. Download the 99.9 The Fan app today.
Raising kids is a roller coaster. Sometimes you laugh, sometimes you cry. But most times you wonder how your kid turned out so well. That's how. You did the hard work, made the right decisions. Like talking about alcohol before it could be a problem. Go to talkitoutnc.org. Get resources on how to talk about underage drinking. So Mom, Dad, keep up the good work. It's worth it. Talk early. Talk often. Talk it out, NC.
Alpaca Peruvian Chicken is great at office lunches, team lunches, tailgating, and football games. Place your next catering order at Alpaca so you and your friends can enjoy the best rotisserie chicken in the area. Taste their legendary flavor and homemade pride at 18 locations across the Triangle, Fayetteville, Mebane, Wilmington, Sanford, and now Wilson. Alpaca Peruvian Chicken, home of North Carolina's favorite chicken and a proud supporter of high school OT and football teams across the state.
Don't fall for the myths. Get the facts about underage drinking.
Myth. Teens bounce back fast and teenage athletes can perform just fine after a night of drinking alcohol. The fact is, alcohol can hinder athletic performance for up to 3 days, delaying recovery and causing long-term issues with muscle loss and weakness. But don't just take it from me.
Choosing not to drink as an underage athlete has really helped me significantly. I've been able to focus, keep my priorities straight, and it's helped me separate myself from, many other people.
Get more facts at talkitoutnc.org.
Get the Triangle sports leader anytime, anywhere with the new app from 99.9 The Fan. If it's live on The Fan, you can listen on the app. Plus, all your favorite podcasts at your fingertips. Download the 99.9 The Fan app today.
Are you craving chicken? Download the Alpaca Peruvian Chicken app to gain access to exclusive offers and earn rewards by eating the food that you love. New members who sign up will receive a free entree. Again, that's the Alpaca Peruvian Chicken app. Taste their legendary flavor and homemade pride at 18 locations across the Triangle, Fayetteville, Mebane, Wilmington, Sanford, and now Wilson. You can visit them online at alpacachicken.com and catch the Alpaca Chicken Game of the Week each Friday night on HighSchoolOT.com.
Your child pours their heart and soul into their dreams.
You're so ready for this.
But underage drinking can stop a young mind and body from performing at its best.
Okay, everyone, it's time.
We're ready.
Make sure your star keeps shining. Start the conversation about the dangers of alcohol with tips at talkitoutnc.org.
Get the Triangle sports leader anytime, anywhere with the new app from 99.9 The Fan. If it's live on The Fan, you can listen on the app. Plus, all your favorite podcasts at your fingertips. Download the 99.9 The Fan app today.
Welcome back to Leesville Road High School. You are watching the High School OT feature broadcast this week. It's our regular season finale. And right now it's the Pride with a 28-26 lead over Broughton at the break. Your first half scoring leaders for Leesville Road. Devin Goldston had 13. Nylan Rush had 6 late in the second to have 8 so far in this one. 3 for Ethan Ingleson, 2 for Jaden Hester, 1 for Jayon Fawcett, and 1 for Austin Moy. As we get ready for the second half of action here, it's going to be Broughton with the ball. Hudson Fitzgerald handles. Capitals trading the lead back and forth throughout that first half. But again, that run that Rush made late in the second has given the Pride the lead as Goldston hands it right back to the Caps. Tuttle blocked by Rush. And are they going to say it is goaltending? They are. And it may not have. Goldston went in there too. Both of them were just hawking down that chase down block, and looks like it's going to be a Braden Tuttle basket. So 25 seconds into the second half. 28 all. Finnerty held scoreless in the opening 16. Goldston guarded by Page. Stolen away, Hayden. Hudson Fitzgerald now inside out. 3 on the way, good. Austin Youngs. He hit 2 threes to start the game. He now has 13. Rush to the rim, scoop shot, and he's fouled. That is the third foul now on Braden Tuttle. 6:56 left in the third. Nyland rushed at the line for Leesville Road. First is up and in. That second one back iron and off. Hayden and Rush contest for it. And they're going to say it's off George Hayden's hands. So it'll be Leesville Road basketball here. 1:08 into the third. The inbounder will be Ryan Finnerty. Goldston tried to cut back door. Now it's Hester. Off the window, no. Rebound, Page. Jordan Page now, full head of steam, takes it at 2, puts it up and draws the foul. That one's on Fawcett, his second. And if you're Coach Frazier, I think you'd rather Fawcett get the foul opposed to Hester, because Hester had 2 on him going into the half. So now both of the big men for Leesville Road with 2 fouls to their name as Page gets the first to go. He now has 10 points. The lefty sends this one up and in. 5 of 6 at the free throw line. Broughton pushes its lead back to 2 possessions at 33-29. Goldston now. Feeds Hester. They dig down on the post, and he travels. .6:27 in the third. As Austin Youngs will bring it up against Leesville Road pressure. Fitzgerald to the wing. Page, hop step into the lane, pump fake, puts it up, gets his own miss. Loose ball, and it's into the hands of Goldston. Leesville Road has numbers. Goldston outside Finnerty. He gets that one to fall. Ryan Finnerty's first 3 of the night. Maybe that gets him going. It's back to a 1-point game. Broughton up 33-32. Fitzgerald, step back 3. He's fouled by Rush. That's now 2 fouls on Rush. And it'll send the Sewanee recruit, Hudson Fitzgerald, a senior, to the free throw line. First up and no good. Fitzgerald was quiet for a prolonged stretch of the first half, and then he helped Broughton take a lead with 5 straight points. His second free throw, up and no good. A lot on the line tonight here in the high school OT feature game. Winner of this one gets the outright regular season conference title in the Cap 8 as all 3 miss for Fitzgerald. Here's Nyland Rush, down by 1. Goldston off the ball screen from Hester to the right wing Fawcett. Hand off Goldston, guarded one-on-one by Page. Pull up from the elbow, short, but into the hands of Fawcett. Now Rush. Tuttle one-on-one with him. Tuttle has to watch out, he has 3 fouls. Ball in the hands of Leesville Road's leading scorer. Rush breaks the count, now hops into the lane, and he's blocked by Fitzgerald. Rocco Sampson back in for Broughton. That gives him a little bit of length on the defensive end, and sure enough, Sampson, his assignment is rush. Finnerty gets it into Hester. Back to the Leesville Road sniper, and he can't get that one to fall. Finnerty, hands off Hester, can't throw it down. Ahead, Tuttle in transition, and that'll be another goaltending call. Goldston going up and slapping that one off the glass. That gives Broughton a 35-32 lead. So Tuttle's been the beneficiary of 2 goaltending calls in this quarter. Rush now. Hand off with Hester. Finnerty. They hedge over top of that ball screen, and Tuttle can't keep it in bounds. 4:37 left here in the third. This game of the week presented by Alpaca Peruvian Chicken. Download the Alpaca app or visit alpacachicken.com. Find your nearest location, 19 across North Carolina, including a pair right near Leesville Road and Broughton. Rush to the rim, puts it in. Nyland Rush with 11 points. Leesville Road with the lead. Leesville Road within 1. Page now over to Sampson. Sampson now to Page on the wing, and a travel. Four minutes, 5 seconds left, third quarter. Leesville down by 1, 35-34. Goldston. Over to Rush. Now Hester. He's given Leesville some good minutes here in the third. Finnerty, that 3 no good. Sampson the rebound and a foul on Fawcett. That's going to be his third. That'll bring Ethan Ingleson back into the game for Leesville Road. John Bowen in for Broughton. Bowen, a freshman, picked up 2 fouls quick in this one as he gets this one on the wing. Finds a cutting Youngs to the rim for the layup. 15 for Austin Youngs. The Broughton lead back up to 3. Here's Rush. Driving into the paint, scoop shot, and he draws the foul. That'll be against George Hayden. Nyland Rush back to the free throw line. He's 1 of 2 there this evening. And he has 11 points to his name. First up and good. as hot as Devin Goldston was to start, Nyland Rush now has matched him with 13 as that free throw is up and in. Once more, Leesville Road within a point. Bowen now to the corner for Hayden. Back up top, Bowen. To the wing, Sampson. Into the lane, Euro step blocked. Page contests for the rebound, and it's going to be a jump ball. The possession arrow is in the direction of Leesville Road. .306 left in the third. Leesville Road a chance to take the lead. They trail Broughton 37-36. Hester, back to Rush, refuses the ball screen. Pulls a triple, won't go. Hester the rebound, and stolen away by Bowen. Bowen now spins off Ingleson, Hayden wide open three. That's off the front of the rim. Ingleson now stops and starts on Bowen. Mid-range jumper, rattles it home. Ethan Ingleson, his first bucket of the second half. He now has 5. Leesville Road now the lead, 38-37. Jordan Page now to the rim, off glass and in, and one. Jordan Page finishes it through contact. Third foul on Hester. Hester and Fawcett both have 3. And goodness, Hester has played so well in this third quarter for the Pride. But now it's Broughton back ahead, 39-38. And a free throw to come for Jordan Page. We mentioned earlier, Broughton already 2-0 this week. Page had 34 in a win on Monday. And this free throw gives Broughton a 40-38 advantage. 14 for Page, who's 6 for 7 at the free throw line in this one. Ingleson on the wing. They send Goldston through and he'll control the basketball. Austin Moy now at the free throw line, over to Nyland Rush. Ingleson now in the corner, gives back to Rush. Ingleson tries a three, won't go. Rebound Page. Here's Rocco Sampson with numbers. To the rim, puts it off the glass, no good. Ingleson the rebound. Goldston ahead for Rush. Stops and starts on Bowen. Can't get that one to fall. Rebound Austin Youngs. Fights out of the corner to Page. Pitch ahead, Bowen. Layup won't go. Rebound to Moy. Broughton by 2. Leesville with the basketball. 1:15 left in this third quarter. What a game this has been. Leesville Road, Broughton, regular season finale here on HighSchoolOT. Goldston loses the handle, and a timeout called, I believe, or is this going to be a jump ball? Jump ball, possession arrow, Broughton. Looked like Coach Russ Frazier tried to get into the mix and call a timeout, but it'll be Capital basketball with 62 seconds left in the third. Caden Smith in for the Pride. 40-38. Sampson now works across half court. Tried to skip corners, stolen by Goldston. And Leesville will try once more to tie or take the lead. The Pride have led after the first, they led at half. They've trailed for most of this third quarter. Long three by Rush is good. 8 in the quarter for Nyland Rush. 41-40 Leesville. Here's Youngs. Skips into the lane, outside, extra pass to Page. Now Sampson for 3. That won't go. Rebound Rush with 19 on the clock. 10 seconds left. This is who the Pride want the ball in the hands of. They lead by 1. Rush. 5 seconds left. Now 3. He'll chuck up a triple. won't go, but Leesville Road will enter the fourth quarter with a 41-40 lead here on the High School OT Game of the Week.
Are you craving chicken? Download the Alpaca Peruvian Chicken app to gain access to exclusive offers and earn rewards by eating the food that you love. New members who sign up will receive a free entree. Again, that's the Alpaca Peruvian Chicken app. Taste their legendary flavor and homemade pride at 18 locations across the Triangle, Fayetteville, Mebane, Wilmington, Sanford, and now Wilson. You can visit them online at alpacachicken.com and catch the Alpaca Chicken Game of the Week on HighSchoolOT.com.
Get the Triangle sports leader anytime, anywhere with the new app from 99.9 The Fan. If it's live on The Fan, you can listen on the app. Plus, all your favorite podcasts at your fingertips. Download the 99.9 The Fan app today.
Raising kids is a roller coaster. Sometimes you laugh, sometimes you cry. But most times you wonder how your kid turned out so well. That's how. You did the hard work, made the right decisions, like talking about alcohol before it could be a problem. Go to talkitoutnc.org. Get resources on how to talk about underage drinking. So Mom, Dad, keep up the good work. It's worth it. Talk early. Talk often. Talk it out, NC.
Welcome me back to Leesville Road High School. The Cap 8 regular season conference title is on the line as we enter the fourth quarter here. It's Leesville Road 41, Broughton 40. Again, these two teams 11-2 in the league. Winner of this one will get the top seed in next week's league tournament. This is one of the better leagues in all of 8A basketball. 6 of the 8 teams in this conference are projected to make the 8A East playoffs. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll be Nylan Rush with the basketball. He had a massive third that helped Leesville Road take the lead. Here's Devin Goldston. He started red hot for the Pride, and Jayon Fawcett will go to the free throw line here 13 seconds into the fourth. Foul's going to be against George Haydom. It'll be Fawcett shooting 2. But I mentioned this Cap 8 conference. There'll be 12 teams in the 8A East playoffs. Half of them will be from this league. So yeah, these teams are playing for the top seed in next week's conference tournament, but there's almost like a de facto second conference tournament to follow in the playoffs. And right now there's projected playoff matchups in the first round that could feature Broughton, Millbrook, Wakefield, and Rollsville. Right now, Leesville projected to get a bye. Jordan Page outside for John Bowen. He can't hit the three. Loose ball off the hands of Jaden Hester. .7:25 left here in the fourth. It'll be Jordan Page with the basketball. Straightaway three. Back rim into the hands of Bowen. Now Tuttle. Up top, Youngs. Over to Bowen. He plays catch with Tuttle. Long three on the way. Won't go. Rebound Hester. Leesville survives that possession. 42-40 the score here. 7 minutes left in the frame. Now it's Goldston for three. That won't go. He tries to follow his miss. Corrals it to the rim. Goldston off the glass and one. What a finish. Foul on Jordan Page. Or no, excuse me. They're going to say that is a foul on Goldston. So that's Goldston's first foul. Broughton will get possession. They have numbers to the corner. Haydom for three. Won't go. Rebound Finnerty, held by Page. It's a good job there by Goldston getting into the lane. Initially thought that may have been a blocking foul, but instead it was a charge. Nonetheless, Leesville Road has the basketball here, 6:20 left in the fourth. Fawcett over to Hester, now Rush. Working on Hudson Fitzgerald. Fawcett in the corner. Now Goldston with the basketball. Guarded by Page. Goldston to the block, off the window, no good. Rebound down to Broughton. Here's Page. Down 2. Steps through and draws the foul. It'll send Jordan Page to the free throw line where he's 6 of 7 tonight. That's the second foul on Goldston. .548 fourth. And a chance to tie. Nobody other than Jordan Page is who Broughton kind of wants the ball in his hands right now, as Page is his first up and good. 7 of 8 for Page. But it's winning time, and few players can make the shots that one can make in black. Both free throws are good. We're back even at 42. We've been tied a lot tonight. The largest lead for either side is Leesville by 6 at 17-11. Finnerty to the free throw line. Now it's Rush. Up top, Goldston. Goldston stepping back. Now Finnerty. Good defense by Youngs. They swarm and foul. First on Austin Youngs. .5:17 left in the regulation. We're knotted up at 42. Goldston stops and starts. Now it's Rush, guarded by Fitzgerald. Rush to the free throw line. Skip to the corner. Goldston for 3. That one's short. Rebound Youngs with a full head of steam to the rim. Puts it in. He bumped off his defender and scored it. Broughton back in front, 44-42. Rush. Deep 3, won't go. Youngs right there for the rebound. Back to the rim, spins, blocked by Fawcett. No, it's a foul. And it's the 4th on Fawcett. It'll put Youngs at the free throw line. Four on Jayon Fawcett. 4:30 left here. Ethan Ingleson will go to the table, and Austin Youngs will get 2 free throws with the lead. His first is good. Youngs, only a sophomore, has been a calming force in this one for the Capitals. He got the offense going early. This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight. As his second shot is up and good, he has 19 points now. 4:30 left again. Devin Goldston with the basketball. 4:20 left. Leesville Road down 4. Ingleson to Rush. Guarded closely by Fitzgerald. Rush into the lane outside. Ingleson Won't go. Rebound Fitzgerald. Ahead for Page. Page steps through and he's fouled. Ingleson saving what could have been a very momentum-shifting dunk by Page. But Page will go back to the line where he's hit 8 of 9 tonight. That one's off the mark, make it 8 of 10. Again, Jordan Page averaging 20.2 points per contest. 24/7 Sports, their composite rankings have him as the number 9 recruit in the land for the 2027 class. And he gives Broughton a 5-point lead here. 47-42, well, we're under 4 minutes now. Finnerty over to Goldston. Long 2 over Fitzgerald is good. 15 now for Devin Goldston, back to a 3-point game. Leesville Road, full court pressure. Youngs flips it over to Page. Now it's Fitzgerald. He'll try a deep 3, won't go. Rush tracks down the rebound. I don't think that's the shot you want if you're Broughton there. Now Leesville with a triple can tie. Goldston over to Finnerty. Now back Goldston. Leesville Road with 4 of its top shooters on the floor. Rush stops and starts on Bowen. 3 minutes left. Here's Goldston into the lane to the rim. Can't get it to go, and a foul. That one's against Jordan Page, I believe. His second. Hester drew the foul. Okay, that is indeed against Jordan Page. .254 left. The inbounder is Finnerty. He finds Rush on the wing. Good defense by Fitzgerald. Rush shakes him off. Can't hit the 3. Rebound Hester. Down low for Goldston. Eludes 2 defenders and puts it in. Back to a 1-point game. 17 now for Goldston. Youngs into the corner now. 2:27 left. Young's up top. Broughton going to eat a little bit of clock here. 2:15 left. Over to Hayden. Good defense by Finnerty. Fitzgerald now spins off of Ingleson to the corner. Youngs thought about a 3. Now he takes it. Won't go. Rebound Goldston. Leesville a chance to take the lead. Under 2 minutes. Devin Goldston down low. Hester. What a find. And the Pride are fired up. Jaden Hester. But it was the playmaking ability of Devin Goldston to draw and find Hester, who gives Leesville Road a 48-47 lead here with 1:49 left in the fourth quarter. We're going to take a quick break here. Come back with this thrilling finish at Leesville Road.
Alpaca Peruvian Chicken is great at office lunches, team lunches, tailgating, and football games. Place your next catering order at Alpaca so you and your friends can enjoy the best rotisserie chicken in the area. Taste their legendary flavor and homemade pride at 18 locations across the Triangle, Fayetteville, Mebane, Wilmington, Sanford, and now Wilson. Alpaca Peruvian Chicken, home of North Carolina's favorite chicken and a proud supporter of high school OT and teams across the state.
Get the Triangle Sports Leader anytime, anywhere with the new app from 99.9 The Fan. If it's live on The Fan, you can listen on the app. Plus, all your favorite podcasts at your
We're back here at Leesville Road where the Pride have jumped back ahead of Broughton 48-47 with 1:49 left on the clock. You're watching the high school OT feature game presented by Alpaca Peruvian Chicken. And what a game it has been. Visit alpacachicken.com, find one of their 19 locations across North Carolina. Try their legendary flavor and their hometown pride. Here's Austin Youngs. Gets it over into the corner. 3 on the way. Long into the hands of Rush. Here's Goldston with 90 seconds left. Guarded by Fitzgerald, a 1-point lead in hand. Devin Goldston gets inside and draws the foul. It'll be on Hudson Fitzgerald. We're a minute 16 seconds away from finding out who the regular season conference champion will be in this Cap 8 conference. Right now it's Leesville Road that clings to a 48-47 advantage. Devin Goldston. He couldn't miss to start this one. And he's been a great closer here, but he can't get that free throw to fall. 1:16 left. Jayon Fawcett and Jaden Hester back into the game for Leesville Road. Fawcett with 4 fouls. Hester with 3. Goldston 18 points. Leesville Road ahead 49-47. It's Austin Youngs. Skip pass to Fitzgerald. Now to Bowen. He keeps it in bounds. Poked away Fawcett. Grabbed by Hester. And Leesville Road, no, they're going to say Hester was out of bounds. 56 seconds left on the clock. And Broughton has the basketball. Down 2. Now it's Jordan Page. Over to Braden Tuttle. Now on the wing, Hudson Fitzgerald. Page trying to get open. They skip corner for Bowen, and he travels. A traveling call on John Bowen, the freshman. Leesville Road basketball with 45 seconds left. And a timeout called by Broughton. That'll be a full timeout. 45 seconds left, 49-47. Leesville Road leads Broughton. Tons at stake here tonight. Conference title on the line. Broughton, they have not won one in the Cap since 2018. Leesville Road, on the other hand, working on its best regular season in the last 2 decades. The Pride, obviously 2 state runner-up finishes in program history, and they're primed to be a top 4 seed in the 8A East in this year's postseason. This could be a huge RPI shifting result for both of these teams. Right now, it's been Leesville Road making the plays when it matters. The Pride led after 1. They led at the half. They led by 1 point going into the 4th. And now they lead by 2 with 45 seconds left. It hasn't come easy for the Pride. But to this point, they've made the plays when it matters. Goldston will be the inbounder on the sideline, on the far sideline. Now get it into Ryan Finnerty as the clock winds under 45. Finnerty met by pressure, skips it to Goldston across the time stripe. Now it's Nylan Rush into the corner, and he's fouled. Fouls on Braden Tuttle, his 4th. But both teams have had their star players put up big performances tonight. 18 so far for Devin Goldston. Now 17 for Nylan Rush. Jordan Page has 17 for Broughton, and Austin Youngs leads all scorers with 19. Rush, his second up and good. Give him 18. Give the Pride a 51-47 advantage. Rush, 5 of 6 at the line tonight. Here's Youngs. 25 seconds and a timeout called by Broughton. Leesville, it seems to be that they have one more defensive stop to go to secure this one. They lead by 2 possessions with 24 seconds left. 51-47, but boy, this has been a nail-biter every time. Nylan Rush, 18 tonight. He came into this one averaging 23 points per game. And he had a slow start up until late in the second quarter. Rush sat at 2 points. He now has 18. He rattled off 2 straight threes late in the second quarter. He had 8 points in the third quarter. And then those 2 free throws he just hit to extend Leesville Road's lead to 51-47 has gotten him to 18. That matches Devin Goldston for the team lead tonight. But Rush, one of those underrated players in the 2027 class, and he really has a chance to make his mark against one of the top players in the country, Jordan Page. Leesville Road got the better of Broughton when they played them in January. They're 24 seconds away from a season sweep. Hudson Fitzgerald now to the wing. Youngs throws up a 3. Rebound stays with Broughton. "15 seconds left. Youngs, the inbounder. Up top, Fitzgerald to the corner now. Bowen, his 3, no good. Rush fights for the rebound. Goldston's got it. Jump ball, no, they're going to say it's Leesville possession. And it's a foul. It's on Hudson Fitzgerald. And the Pride, they can see the finish line. Leesville Road to the line with 8 seconds left. 51-47, Devin Goldston with a chance to put it on ice. First free throw, good. For 20 points and potentially the Cap 8 Conference Championship. Devin Goldston, 8 seconds left. His free throw, money. 20 for Goldston. Last chance for Broughton, it'll be Page. That one's good, and a timeout taken by the Capitals. Page with 3 seconds left makes it a 3-point game. 53-50. So Leesville Road now will have to talk about how they're going to handle this Broughton pressure one last time. If you're Scott Wood, you got to foul as quickly as possible or try to create some havoc, maybe get a 5-second call, a turnover on the inbound. But you got to be ready to put up a shot quickly. Broughton out of timeouts. Leesville Road has all 5 at its disposal. You almost wonder if Coach Frazier here looks at how Broughton sets up defensively and doesn't use the timeout of his own here to really make sure that they make the most of this final possession. Crowd on its feet in Raleigh. 3 seconds left. Can Leesville Road slam the door? The Pride lead Broughton 53-50. Braden Tuttle out of the inbound immediately meets Nyland Rush at half court, and the officials are going to have to break that up. Yeah, point of emphasis there for Broughton to not let Rush catch. The inbounder is Ethan Ingleson. He runs the baseline and calls timeout. Good defense by Jordan Page there. But off of the Page three-point make, Ingleson can run the baseline. And Leesville Road will talk it over here. 3 seconds remain on the clock. 53-50. It's been another good one here on the High School OT Game of the Week presented by Alpaca Peruvian Chicken. We thank you for joining us all season long. This journey started in Wake County over at Panther Creek when Southeast Raleigh paid visit. That was a close one that came down to the wire. Went out to Southeast Alamance. Had a thrilling win at Willow Spring in girls basketball. Last month, Burlington School and Grace Christian got together. Most recently, last week you saw Hoggard sweep away New Hanover, and now with the Cap 8 conference on the line, Leesville Road has a 53-50 lead against Broughton. 3 seconds left, and the Pride need to get the ball inbounds. Once more, Jordan Page will be on the ball. Instead of Ingleson, the inbounder will now be Goldston. Goldston runs the baseline, gets it into Rush. 2 seconds left, and Rush will go to the line. Nyland Rush, 18 points tonight. 5 of his 6 free throws have gone in. The Broughton foul was against Hudson Fitzgerald. He's disqualified from the game with that one. 5 fouls. He finishes with 5 points. We get George Hayden back in for Broughton. But this has been an excellent game. And the referees are going to break up. It looked like Broughton was trying to use the substitution there to get a little bit of some instruction from the sideline. But now we have 2 seconds left. Nyland Rush, your free throw shooter. The first one is good. Nyland Rush, second free throw, up and in. Leesville Road will call timeout now. Of the Pride's 55 points tonight, 20 have been from Goldston, 20 have been from Rush. So 40 of the 55 have been by the 2 leading scorers in the Leesville Road backcourt. Again, what's at stake in this Cap 8 conference? Both teams 11-2. Leesville a projected top 4 seed in the 8A East. They still have next week's conference tournament, but the top 4 seeds in the 8A East will get first round byes. Broughton kind of in the middle of the RPI pack in a mix with Rollsville and Wakefield. Rollsville and Wakefield playing tonight. 2 seconds left on the clock though. It'll be Jordan Page down 5. Let this one fly. No good. And Leesville is the kings of the Cap 8 Conference. A 55-50 win tonight over Broughton. What a performance by Devin Goldston and Nyland Rush. The duo combines for 40. The Pride win by 5. They sweep away the regular season series from Broughton. The celebration is on here as the Loonies take the floor. Your final score again, Leesville 55, Broughton 50. Your scoring totals in this one. Rush with 20, Goldston with another 20, 5 for Ethan Ingleson, 4 by Jaden Hester, 3 from Ryan Finnerty, 2 from Jayon Fawcett, 1 by Austin Moy. On the Broughton side, Jordan Page had 20, Austin Youngs had 19, 5 for Hudson Fitzgerald, and 6 for Braden Tuttle. Only 4 scores tonight for the Capitals. But that'll do it for this one. From Leesville Road High School, we're glad you could join us. It's been an exciting regular season of high school basketball here in North Carolina. For Evan Moesta, Chris Batts, we're going to send you off with one last message from our partners at Alpaca Peruvian Chicken. Remember, you can go to alpacachicken.com, find one of the 19 locations near you, and download the app. You can get a free entree the first time you download and sign up for rewards. But for Evan Moesta and Chris Batts, congratulations to the Leesville Road Pride, the champions of the regular season in the Cap 8 Conference.
Alpaca Peruvian Chicken is great at office lunches, team lunches, tailgating, and football games. Place your next catering order at Alpaca so you and your friends can enjoy the best rotisserie chicken in the area. Taste their legendary flavor and homemade pride at 18 locations across the Triangle, Fayetteville, Mebane, Wilmington, Sanford, and now Wilson. Alpaca Peruvian Chicken, home of North Carolina's favorite chicken and a proud supporter of high school OT and teams across the state.
Get the Triangle sports leader anytime, anywhere with the new app from 99.9 The Fan. If it's live on The Fan, you can listen on the app. Plus, all your favorite podcasts at your fingertips. Download the 99.9 The Fan app today.
Your child pours their heart and soul into their dreams.
You're so ready for this.
But underage drinking can stop a young mind and body from performing at its best.
Okay, everyone, it's time.
We're ready.
Make sure your star keeps shining. Start the conversation about the dangers of alcohol with tips at talkitoutnc.org.